Hi, my name's Jenny Auer.
Hi, my name is Harry Smith.
My name is Mary O'Brien.
My name is Christine Demoninsky.
This is Michael Mag.
My name is Bob Normandy.
My name is Rita Kogler-Carver.
Hi, I'm Mary.
My name is Elizabeth Rhodes.
My name is Eden.
Hi, my name is Vladimir Figueroa.
And I am a recipient of Behind the Scenes grants.
I'd like to tell you how Behind the Scenes helped me.
And I contacted Behind the Scenes after my husband Troy developed a rare form of cancer called mucinous adenocarcinoma. Eventually, he needed to stop working. I also wound up needing to have surgery.
I'm a local 1 IATSE stage carpenter here in New York. My wife was diagnosed with end-stage renal disease, and I was going to donate my kidney to my wife. 6 to 8 weeks out of work, and I don't, we're check to check. I don't know how to make this happen.
I have been in the entertainment business for over 25 years. I was going to have hip surgery. I wasn't sure how I was going to pay all the bills.
I am a makeup artist and a member of Local 798. My husband was sick and I was out of work. Michael, my husband, also a makeup artist and a very long-time member of Local 798, had 30 surgeries in the past 10 years. I was on location, I fell, and I broke my knee. I was going to be in a cast and out of work for a long time. My only income at that point would be workman's compensation, and that does not amount to much.
I am the lighting and video department manager at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival. I was hit by a car while I was training for a bicycle race. It was pretty bad. Just about everything was broken. Most of my ribs, my right shoulder, my right elbow, my left leg was almost amputated right below the knee. 2 of my vertebrae had been smashed. They had done an incomplete severing of my spinal cord, but it was a lot of financial responsibility even after insurance. It became obvious that we were going to need some help.
I was diagnosed with tonsil and neck cancer. I went through a complete radical neckectomy. It was an 8-hour surgery where they removed muscle, lymph nodes, and the cancer from the right side of my neck. And then I went through radiation and chemotherapy. I was not able to work for a 9-month period of time. I'm just now getting back to where I can work as a camera operator, a network camera operator.
And I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 2006. I was unable to work, but needed to maintain my private health coverage, as well as paying substantial copays for my medicine. It became more and more difficult to pay for the regular bills, like the mortgage, in addition to all the new medical bills. As time went on, I got further and further behind on the bills.
Was crossing the street, got hit by a car, and they pretty much broke everything. And I was in the hospital for 7 months. When I came home, it was a really rough transition period, waiting for disability funds to start, and I wasn't able to work yet, and the funds stepped in and helped me make it through.
I'm a freelance sound designer who's been working in theater and living in New York for about 14 years. As a freelancer, I actually pay for all of my health insurance kind of out of pocket, and I had kind of a number of kind of major health issues that came up last year.
Last fall, I was diagnosed with stage 2B breast cancer. It was actually my 4th time around with cancer. At the time, I needed to take time off from work to address it, and I couldn't afford to make certain bills.
My union helped a little bit, and they told me to call the Actors Fund, and then someone at the Actors Fund said, hey, I'm going to tell your story to Behind the Scenes. And within a very short amount of time, they had come forward with my January mortgage.
A friend had heard about Behind the Scenes. All I had to do was fill out the application, and I gave a letter of my situation. And within a week and a half, I had money to pay my bills, and it was just amazing.
I called up Behind the Scenes and I explained my situation, and the next thing I knew, I had another mortgage payment.
So we asked Behind the Scenes for some help. They contributed $2,000 to my motorized wheelchair, and that was essential.
I had been awarded a grant that would cover my health care and medical copays for several months.
I was introduced to the fund through the Actors Fund. They really came through and made things a lot easier at a not very good time in my life.
Ended up going to the Actors Fund, and they referred me to Behind the Scenes.
And through the Actors Fund, they put me in touch with the Behind the Scenes committee, which gave me enough money so that I could cover my rent, cover my bills.
I'm eternally grateful to Behind the Scenes for what they did. Thanks for allowing our family to stay together and be strong. Because of your gift, we were able to thrive in the midst of a really difficult situation.
I am forever grateful to Behind the Scenes, and they deserve your support.
Behind the scenes, I don't know how to thank you enough. I'm so thankful for everything that you've done for me. You've been a miracle.
Behind the scenes just doesn't help you financially. It helps you emotionally. You can't imagine the stress you go through when you're unable to work. I will be forever grateful to Behind the Scenes. Thank you so much.
Without the help from behind the scenes, I don't know that I could have continued working in the industry. I don't think that I would have had a solution for being able to get around the Shakespeare Festival or around town to do what I love to do.
They made it possible for us financially to stay current on our health insurance. Without the health insurance, I couldn't keep up with the treatments that were going on. They also helped us with our car payments. Without the help of the ESTA Foundation, my family and I could not have made it through this medically and financially devastating time in our lives.
I burst into tears of gratitude on the phone. Within 2 days, I went from being at the end of my rope and desperate to greatly blessed and relieved. It is wonderful to know that in a business such as ours, there is this wonderful program that can and does literally swoop in to save you.
It makes such a huge difference, like every single dollar.
Now, everybody, what you should be doing is giving some money to these people. Theater is a family. Stagehands is another just amazing subset of that family. And we've got to help each other out. We've got to be good for one another. And I hope that you take this opportunity to make some small contribution to know that you're helping out my big brothers or sisters in need.
And you know what? That saved us. That saved us.